Welcome back to my channel Code with Santosh. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the input type. Okay, so we have covered most of the part in our previous two videos for form and its elements. So in this video, we will discuss about the input type because there are so many input types are there. So we are going to discuss each one of them so that you can understand that which input type we should use. Okay. So here you can see that we have listed a set of input type. So I will go one by one so that you can understand each one. One more thing I just want to add here before we move forward to input types. There are some other attributes are also there, like you can add required attribute to an input or to any other input form elements like input, or it might be select box, or it might be radio button or text area, whatever. So required tells you that user needs to fill this field first. He needs to enter some value here, otherwise the form won't get submitted. Okay, so this is required is very important for validation, like you want certain information from the user, then you can put this required attributes there. Okay. Excuse me. And another important thing is min and max. Min and max is also used so that you can tell the user that you need to enter minimum this character or maximum this character. Okay. So between minimum and maximum, user can enter anything, or you can only use minimum, or you can only use maximum as well. Okay, so this is totally based on your requirement. So I just wanted to tell you these two items as well. Okay, so let's move into the input type text. So our first text is input type is text. Okay, it tells the user that only text can be entered here, like your name or any other text. Okay, so that kind of text can be entered there so that you can validate them properly. Okay, that whether user is giving some authentic information, correct information or not. So this way you can validate that. So this is text, and our second input type is checkbox. Okay. So what is checkbox? Checkbox is like user can check or select something. Suppose you have given 5 checkboxes for suppose user interest. Okay. So he might be interested in cricket or listening music or playing football, etc. So you can put those checkboxes and user can select according to his wish. Okay, so that is checkbox. The third input type is color, where user will be able to select the color. We have not discussed about this placeholder. Placeholder is same as like a label, but label has separate space where label displays, but placeholder normally displays into the that input field itself. So once you enter any value, that placeholder will get removed from there. You won't be able to see that placeholder, but the value you enter, that will get displayed. So let me save this and run this on the browser so that you can see and understand. So here you can see that text, T-E-X-T. This is our placeholder. Okay. So once we enter anything, you can see that now the placeholder is not displaying here. Only the enter text is displaying. Okay. So this is the placeholder is very important if you are not using any label for them. Okay. So let me remove this again. So this is placeholder. So we were discussing about the color. Color is kind of thing where you can select any color. So this is the color one. Here you can select any color. You can see that values are changing. So once the form gets submitted, then these values will be passed to that PHP file. Okay. Our fourth item is date. Input type is date. It means you cannot enter certain text here. You need to enter date. So let us see here. You can select, click on this icon. This is calendar icon. Here you can select any date. Okay. So you can see that this date format is displaying here once you have selected any other date. So it is in format like first month comes, then date, then year. You can change the format as well. The fifth one is date, time, and local. It means local date and time. So you can select here and you can select this. Okay. So here date and time is displaying. Next one is email. So email is also very useful input type. It is used more frequently on a forms. So you cannot enter this. Okay, you need to enter like this valid email format, like this. Okay, so this is email. Next item is file. Okay, you can select any file here. Click on this and you can select any of the file. Okay, so this uploads your file, and after you submit the form, the file gets to the PHP file, and further PHP file can modify, like can send it to somewhere using email or anything else. Okay, so that is the responsibility of PHP file. Next one is hidden. Hidden is one type of input where this field does not display here. So hidden is not showing here actually. Okay, it is hidden. Next one is month. So once you click on this, only months are showing here. So you can select any month. Okay. And next one is number. So here you can either enter any number or you can increase or decrease them according to your requirement. Okay, this is number. Password. So password, normally when we if we suppose entering here some password, then this text is visible. You can say it, some other people who is sitting with you, he can also see your password. But here if I enter any password, you cannot see the characters I have entered. You can see only the dots. Okay, so this is password field and it is very useful and important. This is radio. Input type is radio. Radio is like this one. Okay, you can select radio buttons like for gender or for any other things. You can use the radio buttons and user can select that. Range is like something for suppose this is range 1. So this is you can select to certain up to a certain number. That is input type of range. This is search. For you can put any value and search. This is useful in that case. This tells the user, or tell, you can validate this using tell. It means user needs to enter phone number. Okay, he cannot enter any text, then you can like it might show some error, so that you can use tell to get the phone number of the user. Next one is time. This is time, so it will only display the time. And next one is URL. User can enter URL here. Next one is week. So you can select here, and this week gets displayed. Reset is very important one. So you can see that we have selected some fields here. So once you click on reset, you show that all these form input types are again in initial position, so no values are there. Okay, so it is totally blank for the time. So whatever values you have entered, and once you press the reset button, all the values get removed from there and the form will become to its initial state. Okay, so this is the reset button. So you don't need to remove go to each input type field and remove the text. You can press reset and it removes each and every input type text whichever you have entered earlier. And the last one is submit. Once you press the submit button, the form gets submitted, and if there is any validation required or anything else is required, that can be done there using JavaScript or something else. And after form gets submitted to PHP file further can send that data using email or insert that data in database, whatever is the requirement. Okay, so that's all for the forms. Before moving forward, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. It will give me a huge motivation to create such videos. Thanks for watching. I will meet you again in our next chapter. Bye bye.